सेम मार्क्स सेम डिग्री, बट फिर भी जॉब किसी एक ही को मिलता है, या फिर कई बार तो आपसे कम मार्क्स लाने वाले स्टूडेंट को भी हाई पेइंग जॉब लग जाता है एंड यू एंड अप विथ नो जॉब और अ मीडियोकर सैलरी रेंज। Have you ever wondered why it is so? Because जब आप बात कर रहे होते हो तो आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज भी आपके बारे में बहुत कुछ बता रही होती है, एंड दैट टू साइलेंटली। रिमेंबर स्टूडेंट्स, रेज्यूमे तो बस आपका एक पेपर वर्जन है, बट आपका रियल वर्जन है आपकी पर्सनैलिटी, एंड दैट्स व्हाई इन दिस वीडियो आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर विथ यू 7 powerful body language hacks that will increase your chances of selection in an interview. So let us first start with how you should walk into an interview room, because आपका first walk decide करता है कि आपका first impression कैसा होगा, and therefore your tip number 1 is you need to walk in with confidence as you belong to that room. Now imagine a situation, you entering your own home or relatives or friend's home or maybe your favorite place. Will you ever feel nervous? Then why feeling nervous when entering the interview room? Maybe because आपने अपने दिमाग में बिठा लिया है कि जहाँ आप जा रहे हैं वहाँ एक स्ट्रेसफुल सिचुएशन होगा, जो इंटरव्यूअर है वो बहुत ही डेंजरस है एंड आपसे बहुत सारे डिफ़िकल्ट और टफ सवाल पूछेगा एंड आप उनके आंसर नहीं कर पाए तो क्या होगा, एंड यू नो अगर आपका सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा, and all that thoughts make you even more nervous. You need to train your subconscious mind in such a way that you are entering or visiting just in another person like you who came here to know just more about you, who is senior to you, and he wanted to know more about you to work with you. He is not here to grill you. And the moment you think this, you are able to express yourself more confidently and clearly. एंड अगर आप रिजल्ट्स की चिंता करते हुए इंटरव्यू रूम में जाएंगे कि आपका सिलेक्शन होगा या नहीं होगा, तो आप कभी भी कॉन्फिडेंटली बात नहीं कर पाएंगे. So without even worrying about that, you can practice this power of subconscious mind because it is real. Why I'm saying so? Because I used to practice this technique in my good olden days and it really works. So try doing this. Don't load up your mind with such negative thoughts. Now comes the tip number 2, that is holding your documents professionally. Here you need to properly arrange your folders with all the needed documents and the Xerox, whatever can be needed. You need to be prepared beforehand. I've seen many candidates, जब भी उनको इंटरव्यूअर कोई डॉक्यूमेंट मांगता है या वेरिफिकेशन के लिए किसी भी पर्पज़ के लिए, they start searching. And why they search? Because they have not arranged beforehand. एंड वो बस ऐसे ही कुछ फोल्ड करके या सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स एक साथ भर के एक फोल्डर में ले आते हैं, एंड जब आप सर्च करने लगते हैं इट क्रिएट्स अ पैनिक सिचुएशन फॉर यू एंड यू गेट इवन मोर नर्वस. So you can use that partition wala folder for this thing, wherein you are arranging all your documents clearly and whatever is being asked, you are ready with that document. This not only will help you, but it will also give an indication to the interviewer that you are an organized personality and not a disorganized person. Now, after entering the room with proper file arranged or a proper folder arranged with you, the third next important thing is your sitting posture, the way you sit on the chair. So here you need to be very professional by having a straight posture, no slouching like this, or not leaning backwards, which shows your laziness or disinterest. Slightly lean forward and sit straight with the hands on your lap or maybe on the table, so that your body language looks like calm and composed and controlled. It's very important. I've seen many times many candidates or students in the class sitting like cross hands, cross legs, and leaning forward like this on the table. This is very unprofessional. This is not an entertainment movie going on. If you are in a classroom or an interview or in any professional setting, you need to maintain your sitting posture. Because अगर आप ऐसे crossed या closed body language करते हैं, तो that means that you're not accepting anything which is coming from in front. And if you are having this lazy, leaning backward kind of body language, it feels like कि आपको कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता आगे वाला क्या बोल रहा है. So once you have made your comfortable, now comes your facial expressions, in which the fourth tip comes is your eye contact. You need to have a proper eye contact, maintain a proper eye contact. Why I'm saying so? Because eye contact build a trust. यहाँ पर ज़्यादा घूरना भी नहीं है इंटरव्यूअर को और ना ही आपको इधर उधर देखना है. because इधर उधर देखना shows a distracted personality, and नीचे देखकर बात करना even shows that you are not confident. So that it is very important that you maintain a eye contact throughout the session. And then comes the fifth part, that is having a natural genuine smile on your face, which is again a part of your facial expression. But this eye contact and smile can actually change the entire mood of the interview room. Imagine a situation wherein an interviewer is taking interviews since morning now till evening. He's kind of frustrated and irritated with so many robotic candidates coming to him again and again, and he couldn't find any cherishable or charming personality or a unique candidate whom he is looking forward to hire or interact with. And you can be that one personality. With your facial expression, not only you will make yourself comfortable, but also the interviewer comfortable, because when this smile passes, तो ये स्माइल जैसे ही पास होता है ना, वैसे ही आप भी एक काम मोड में चले जाते हैं, एंड यू फील कंफर्टेबल एंड योर कॉन्फिडेंस गोज जस्ट लाइक दिस. और ऐसा नहीं है आपको ये स्माइल कभी भी देनी है. आई मीन इट शुड नॉट बी कि आप बेवजह हंस रहे हैं या फिर फेक या नर्वस स्माइल दे रहे हैं. Smile is important when you're greeting the interviewer. Smile is important wherever needed throughout the conversation, and also you have till the end so that your interview is going smooth. You need to make sure that. And my sixth tip for you guys is that use of controlled hand gestures. Whenever you are using your hand gestures, it should be between this space from your shoulder to your navel area or lower abdomen, and you should not go beyond it or lower than that, because it looks really unprofessional. So whenever you are explaining any answer, you should be moving your hands in this space with such open postures or maybe this closed hand language, but then it should not go more than that, because using of hand gestures professionally also put a very good impact on the interviewer. And last but not the least is don't fidget. No pen tapping, no shaking of hands, and you have to keep your feet firm on the ground. I've seen many a times when some question is being asked to you for which you don't know the answer, you start tapping your pens, or maybe you start doing looking here and there, doing some fussy things, and it directly shows the interviewer that you are being nervous now. And your face tells everything. अभी तक आपने कुछ बोला भी नहीं है. Your face is talking everything about you. So you need to avoid this thing. You can handle this situation very calmly, again by using a gentle, natural facial expression. You can tell them that you are aware of this topic, but currently you are not able to recall at this moment, and please allow you to come back later on it. Here, the interviewer will not mind that answer, that you don't know that answer, but he will understand, he will actually appreciate the way you dealt with that stressful situation, and the way you overcome your nervousness, because it is very important. All these small tips leave a big impact on your interviewer or the panel in front of you. Here I wish to address one more thing. I have seen many girls especially using their hands again and again to play with their hairs, putting them behind their ears, adjusting their clothes, and they are not comfortable. They always look how they are looking. They are consciously thinking of that. So you need to avoid this situation. You need to follow a professional attire before going to the interview, and also with a proper hairdo, so that you are not distracted. You can focus completely on your answers there. So start following this body language tips from today itself in your class or in any dummy session interview, not just during the interview, because confidence is built on regular basis. And if this video was really helpful, kindly like and share with as many as friends possible, and also to your placement groups. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, that is the Confident Grad, for more such powerful hacks for increasing your chances of selection.